President Trump defends his economy and throws blame on his predecessor for any high prices. His primetime speech last night comes at a time when unemployment is up and his own approval ratings are down. And joining me to help break down the speech, Professor Stephen Caliendo from North Central College. Professor, thank you for being in studio.
Yeah, it's great to be with you.
Okay, so the timing on this, about a year into his return to office, how common is it for a U.S. president to do a primetime address like that last night?
It's pretty uncommon. In fact, I went back and looked since Eisenhower. Most presidents did not do these types of addresses. Ronald Reagan was famous for it. He would speak directly to the American people. But we haven't seen a lot of it. Usually it's something big happens. We have a NASA catastrophe, or we killed Osama bin Laden or something like that. It wasn't those kind of things. This was a campaign speech, a year in to say, hey, look, I inherited a mess. That's what he started with, and it's going to take me some time to figure it out.
Yeah, I'm always scrolling the, X and that kind of thing. There's a lot of speculation. Hey, is he going to declare war on Venezuela or something big?
I wondered the same thing, because that's usually what happens.
Right, okay. In terms of the tone, we've touched this morning so far on it being mostly focused on the economy, inflation, addressing high costs. What is your reaction to the tone of the whole thing?
Well, the tone was really problematic, I think, because it seemed like a kind of get off my lawn, kids kind of thing. I mean, part of it was he's very comfortable speaking in big groups. He likes to speak directly to people because he doesn't trust the media. But he was speaking like it was a campaign rally, and he's in the White House. He was kind of yelling at us the whole time. I think what people really were hoping to hear, especially at the holiday time when paychecks aren't going as far, is that I feel your pain. This was the Bill Clinton line, right? Remember, I feel your pain. We didn't get any of that. We got a lot of, I'm doing the best, nobody's ever been better, and the last guy was terrible. I think people were tired of hearing about Joe Biden.
What was he then hoping to gain from doing this? And whatever that goal might have been, do you think he succeeded in that?
I don't think so. It was defensive. There's no question about it. I mean, there's a lot going on. The Epstein files are sort of sitting there, the strikes in Venezuela and maybe a war in Venezuela. There's a lot of stuff going on with the president right now that he doesn't really want us to be thinking about. And as you pointed out in the intro here, some of the economic indicators are not going in the right direction, and people are feeling that. And so I think he wanted to get out in front of it. I just don't think it was an effective speech.
In terms of the timing here, we are in approaching late December. What do you make of the timing here? Do you think it does have to do with the fact that this Epstein deadline is coming up?
Yeah, there's no question that some of the timing is a distraction, but other part of the timing is we just moved out of a little bit of a campaign season where Democrats won lots of different things, but the big elections, of course, are coming up next fall. That's what President Trump would hope to hold on to both houses of the Congress. This is an early campaign speech signaling sort of what we're going to see in the next couple of months.
Give us an assessment of Donald Trump's hold on the Republican Party at this point.
It's still very strong, but it's starting to slip. And I think we can see that a little bit in what happened in Congress over the last few days. Some Republicans sort of going against the Speaker, Republicans looking to extend the Obamacare tax subsidies, for instance, on the premiums. And so you see Marjorie Taylor Greene and Nancy Mace and some of these folks being outspoken against the president. So it's starting to slip a little bit. You could feel that in his voice yesterday. That's not he's not used to that. He's a business person. He's not a politician. Government's not his thing. And so the structure and the hierarchy really matters to him. I think he can feel it slipping away a little bit, and he's trying to get it back.
Professor Stephen Caliendo, always good to have you in studio and get your insight. We appreciate it.